This is exactly showing the power of Bitcoin, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video, welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's video, two very important news items, four amazing charts, one inspirational quote, keeping it very short because I have a very busy day. Let's quickly jump into the first news item now. Bam! The first news item, guys. Ross Ulbricht, the founder of Silk Road, who came out of jail, he got a pardon from President Trump. He just received a donation of 300 Bitcoins, around $30 million worth of Bitcoin, a donation to his wallet. And we all know which wallet is Ross Ulbricht's wallet because we tracked it when he was, of course, taken into prison. We all knew which wallets are confiscated, and we know which wallets were there for helping his mother and him going through that phase of like 12 to 13 years of prison, because they opened a donation wallet, and the donation wallet just received 300 Bitcoins. Now, people can try to tell me whatever they want. For me, it's just very simple. This is just a donation from Ross to Ross. This is showing the true power of Bitcoin. Anonymous donations of Bitcoins that were not confiscated when he was thrown into jail. Of course, the moment they arrested Ross Ulbricht and the whole Silk Road Corporation, at that moment they confiscated the shitload of Bitcoins. I think it was almost 50,000 Bitcoins or something that they confiscated. But that doesn't mean that that were the only wallets that Ross had. Ross was a very smart kid at that age already, and probably he hid some hardware wallets here and there. Probably at his mother's house or wherever, guys. Maybe just 24 words somewhere in his brain. He must have had backup plans. So even though that the United States government took thousands of Bitcoins from him and Silk Road, I do believe he still had 100, 200, maybe 300, maybe 500 Bitcoins somewhere stashed away. And now that he's a free human being again, running around our beautiful globe. He did attend the Las Vegas Bitcoin conference, first conference ever again, and a couple of days later, bam, receiving 300 Bitcoins through a coin mixer in an anonymous way. Now, for me, it's very simple. It's the power of Bitcoin. You can hold your Bitcoin in a non-custodial way on a hardware wallet in a very anonymous way. Nobody will ever know that you hold those Bitcoins. And if you have those Bitcoins, you can send them to another Bitcoin wallet through a mixer, so nobody ever will know from which wallet to which wallet those Bitcoins came. It's very private. So that is why I love Bitcoin. I don't want people to understand how many Bitcoins I have. At least no governments that want to tax me on Bitcoins or whatever they want to do. They can't confiscate it from me. If I would own houses, they could take my house. They can't take my Bitcoins because they don't know that I own those Bitcoins. And I think Ross understood that pretty damn well, and by that now he's a free man with more than 30 million, because they also sold his prison ID card for $1 million in an auction. So yes, Ross is doing pretty well. I do think in the next couple of months we will see some more donations to that wallet from all these anonymous Bitcoin donations. And yes, I do believe a few of them will be him again himself, guys. Now, first news item, amazing news. Bitcoin still anonymous, and Bitcoin still important to hold it in a non-custodial way on your own hardware wallets without nobody knowing you hold them. That is how you do it the right way. Thank you, Ross, for again giving a beautiful education to the crypto industry. The second news item for today, guys, is that nearly 1 million Bitcoin addresses hold at least one Bitcoins. So that's 1 million future millionaires, if you ask me, maybe even billionaires in the far future. Then we are talking like 30 to 50 years, but at least one Bitcoin will be worth $1 million, I think, before the year 2033, somewhere over there, guys. And if one Bitcoin would be $1 million in the next 8 years, That would mean that now if 1 million addresses hold one Bitcoin, 1 million new millionaires will be created in the next 8 years. If they would follow my steps, like the Bitcoin family steps that we educate through the Didi Bam Bam platform, then they would be able to multiply that 1 Bitcoin in the next 8 years to maybe 6 to 7 Bitcoins. Just by selling near the top, buying near the bottom, selling near the top, buying near the bottom. Or maybe use those Bitcoin in our algorithm and multiply them through our bot algorithm that trades your Bitcoin into multiple Bitcoins, like around 40% each year more, guys. And it's compounding, so 1 Bitcoin becomes 1.4 Bitcoin, compounding, compounding, compounding. In the end, maybe you end up with 6 Bitcoins in 8 years time, and by then the Bitcoin is 1 million, so then you have collected 8 million US dollar. Many things possible, but it's really cool to see that now almost 1 million addresses, like you see on the chart, are holding 1 Bitcoin each, guys. Now let's quickly dive into the charts to show you exactly what is happening to Bitcoin and if my expectation of 120k still is reachable within the next 2 weeks. Let's check this in the charts. Bam! Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to 30,000 US dollar. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now. Yes, welcome to the chart part, guys. Some coffee first, and let's make my face a little bit smaller over there, guys. That's where the charts start. Let me get a closer look to the 4-hour chart. We kept support on that green line, just like I told you guys that would be the very important support level, that green line. We kept support, we came down below, but we like recovered, came above it again. We can even see that the Bollinger Band now is contracting inside that area, which is really good. So let's keep supporting at 104k. That would be massive support because it was a long resistance area over there. We need to break out, retest, hold support before we can make that next massive move. And the next massive move, in my opinion, still should end up around 120,000 US dollar. That's a 4-hour chart. You can see here on the bottom, the blue line is above that white line. We had a buy signal, green is appearing, the green line is on top. So that's a beautiful moment to take that long. The only negative part is that the Bollinger Band is really tight, so there's not a lot of upward potential at the moment. But if we break out of that Bollinger Band, then the target would be again 110k, which would be a nice trade setup, guys. Now, on the daily chart, we can see that that bull market golden cross is playing out exactly the same like the last time. Look, this was the last golden cross. I'm gonna draw it again. No, there where the arrow is. There was the golden cross. That green line went above the red line. Exactly at that moment, we were creating a top over there, and we had a dip. How big was that dip? It was a pretty nice dip. Let me calculate. The dip was, bam, 10% dip from the bull market cross. Now, the golden cross, sorry. Now we had a golden cross again. Here we are. How big is this dip at the moment? Almost 10%. Same play, bull market cross, we are bullish, we see a correction. From that correction over there, from that 10% correction, the next move was up with, in total, let's take that first top, 60%. So if we would do the same again, guys, if we again do that same thing, so we had that dip, 10%, from this dip now, go up with 60%, just showing you how high we could go then, that would be somewhere around there. That would be the target of 160,000 US dollar per Bitcoin, guys. That is the target. That's my target all the time. Will it take a lot of weeks? Yes, I think a lot of weeks, because it's not playing out like in a couple of days mostly. If we calculate over here, I think it took in total 52 days, 53 days, and the massive top was over there, almost 87 days, so it's 3 months. So that could even take July, August, September, and then in the first week of October, where I predicted that top, 160,000 US dollar. It's playing out the exact same way, guys. Now I have a shitload of other amazing charts, also some very bearish charts to show you what could happen if we go bearish from here, okay? Now, let's jump into those charts over here. The first one. Because a lot of people are telling you this is the end, this was the bull market up, and they are basing that on this chart. I'm not that bearish camp, I'm in the bullish camp, but I do understand why they say this. Because if we look to the top of 2021, you had a yellow top, we had a green pullback, and then the pink ultimate top, a little bit higher than a yellow top. And they are telling me now, hey, yellow top with that green pullback, which again looks exactly the same. Now we are in that pinkish box. This is the top. The ultimate top was a little bit higher, and now we will pull back all the way to a 60K level and start the bear market. That would mean we would be starting the bear market 5 months earlier than normally. Okay, if you look at the block sizes and the block counts and the months after the halving, we would start a bear market 5 months early. But I do understand where they're coming from, where the fear is coming from, because this chart, this pattern, does look a little bit like this. The only difference is that we still have a shitload of demand, and I will show you that in the next couple of charts. Also, a lot of people are telling you, very bearish, is that there is a bullish divergence on the chart, guys. So that would be leading into a dump, like the RSI going down, the price going up, what led into a 77% dump. Price is going up, RSI is going down, we are running into resistance. This could be a massive dump. To 30K, never, ever, ever, in my opinion. We've never gone below the halving price, which is around 63,000 US dollar before. So I think that if we dump, it will be the 60K. But also here, I do understand where they're coming from. I just don't agree at the moment. For me, we are not there yet. The bull market top still will be higher. But we do need to break that 112K level very soon and go to 120K to invalidate this possibility. If we do not break that 112K, then I will start to slowly agree with these scenarios, okay? Just to be clear. Here you can also see that divergence that's playing out mostly is not like correct. Like maybe 1 out of the 5 times it's really correct. So I don't think that is the most important thing that we can do. Like if we look over here, like look, RSI lower, price went higher. What did we do? Did we have a bear market? No, no bear market. We went massively higher. Here again, lower RSIs. Here again, higher price. Did we go bearish? No, we still pumped up higher. So it's not always playing out right. Here in this scenario, it did play out. We got a bear market. Here, didn't play out. We went up higher. Here, didn't play out. We went up higher. So for me, this divergence tool is nice, but it's not for me the most important tool. Just to be very clear. That's why I'm leaning more to bullish than to bearish. Here is also something that you need to understand. That if we look and compare those bear markets with each other, that normally should start because of that divergence and all the other things that you just saw, then this would be the normal bear market. This red line crashing down from the bull market top in a yellow area, that's the bear market. That's the bear market. At the moment, we are not on the top of that red line. We are just going higher. So at the moment, this index is telling us, hey, we are still in this green phase. If we reach these top levels over there, yes, then we could return into a bear market and become bearish again. We are not there yet, so that's also proof for a bull market. I know you're getting a little bit confused now, but I want to keep it clear. I want to keep it clear because I want to share all the people's opinions, not only my opinion. There's also bears in this market and they think it's over. Now, this is another proof that the bear market is not there yet. We are here in the MVRV Z-score, and this is one of the most important scores in the past that indicated if we had a bull market top. That bull market top always was there when we came into this pinkish area with that orange line. That is when the bull market top was there. Over here, bull market top. Over there, bull market top. Over there, bull market top. Over there, bull market top. Over here, this is not bull market top area, guys. This orange line needs to go into this pinkish area between 7 and 9 to tell me that it's a bull market top. So yes, more and more evidence is stacking up that we don't have a bull market top yet. And there is some bearish arguments, but that's just not valid if you cross them away against a bullish argument. There's more bullish arguments than bearish. This one is a very bullish argument, guys. This one is the money supply. I've been tracking this one with you guys in my videos all the time, and we keep tracking it. And what do we see at the moment? I also told you this in a couple of weeks ago in a video. If we go up from this bottom area, I told you, it will be like that M2. It will be going up, coming down, going up, coming up. And look, we are just coming down, exactly like the M2 did. And what did the M2 do after this? Bam, massive run. And then again a dip. And again, bam, massive run. And again a dip. This emotional roller coaster is the one that you'll be in all the way up to 160,000 US dollar in 2025, October in my opinion. In this chart you can see it a little bit more stretched, so it's maybe a little bit more clear to see for you guys how that we track that global M2 with the Bitcoin price. So for me, yes, we are there in that dip area, but we still need to go up all the way to that 160,000 US dollar per Bitcoin if we track the M2. So not only the normal charts are telling me 160K, but also the global money supply is telling me 160,000 US dollar. Amazing chart, guys. So what is up with the altcoins, guys? Because I know a lot of people ask me always, Didi, what is about with the alt season? When is alt season going to start? This chart really shows you that this alt season is completely different than normally, guys. Normally in these areas over there, that is the alt season. And that black line comes down in the pinkish area. That is the alt season. Now, this is the Bitcoin dominance line, the black line. The dominance is just increasing. Normally, we should be topping out around this purple area and then dumping with the Bitcoin dominance here towards that bull market top. That is not happening. The Bitcoin dominance is increasing. So that is why alt season has not started yet. You need to pause this video and analyze this chart completely to really understand what you see. But this red top is the bull market top, which is somewhere in the end of this year, October, in my opinion. And towards that red top, the alt season should have already been there. So this is the part normally the alt season starts. And that's normally from like January, February of the year till the end of that year. But the alts are not taking over. Bitcoin is just keeping increasing. And one of the main reasons for this is, guys, that there is too many altcoins, so too many liquidity is shared by all those altcoins. And the other thing that is very important is that all the institutional investors, they buy Bitcoin and they don't take profits in Bitcoins and go back into altcoins. They take profit into Bitcoins and go into dollars. And they're not going to buy Shiba Inu or Dogecoin or Solana or Chainlink or whatever other altcoin. They will just wait in dollars before they buy back Bitcoins. Institutional investors don't play the altcoin game. And that is the reason why this altcoin cycle looks completely different, because the investors at the moment in the Bitcoin bull market, this all volume over here, this liquidity is driven by institutional investors, not by retail, not by you and me and other people that buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoins for profit, buy some altcoins, spam those altcoins, take profit, go back into Bitcoin. That game is not being played by institutional investors, and that is why the altcoin season is looking completely different and makes me even question if there still will be an altcoin. I do believe Bitcoin will still make a new all-time high before we will see a new alt season. Ethereum is lagging behind. Bitcoin made an all-time high in April 2024. Normally Ethereum takes a couple of months. We are now more than a year later and Ethereum didn't make a 4,800 all-time high yet, guys. Very interesting to see. And then I have the last chart for you guys, which is saying, yes, we could have a alt season, as there is a golden cross at the moment in the alt market cap. So there's a crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And on that market cap, we just made a golden cross. Here we made a golden cross. And that golden cross normally leads into a huge liquidity push in alts. So from over here, the start of 300 billion, we went to 1.5 trillion. So that's times 5. That's a 500% push after that golden cross. The golden cross, the total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is the bullish scenario. We just had that golden cross. So we could go up, come down, but at the moment we're at 1.5 trillion. If we would go times 5, we would end up around 7.5 trillion US dollar, guys. And that is why people still believe in the altcoin season, because we just saw that bullish cross and that could lead into the alt season, but then it really should be starting, not having Bitcoin take over every time again and again. Now that were the charts for today. I hope you really enjoyed those. Yes, It's bullish, there's bearish in Bitcoin, but also in the alt season. Let's jump into the next part. I hope you really enjoyed those charts, guys. Short term, a lot of volatility. Long term, still the same plan, guys. Yes, we didn't reach 120K yet. Could we still reach it? Yes, of course. Could we also stay sideways for a longer period? Yes, because it's turning into summer. July and August, I have been telling you already for a year, each and every summer is boring. July and August is going to be boring in my opinion. June, we can still come up a little bit more, maybe touch the 120K. If not, we stay around 110K-ish in this area and then pull back to 100K, and then we get a sideways movement. July, August, also boring. End of August, starting to go up again. September, October, November, December, the most bullish months each and every bull market. So I do expect these last 4 months of 2025 again to be the most bullish part of the bull market, and there we will reach 160,000 US dollar per Bitcoin. I've been calling this stop already for years, and now you can see other people start to adjust lower as well. Nah, maybe 500K was a little bit exaggerated, maybe 200K, maybe 180K. Guys, 160K in my honest opinion will be the top of this bull market towards October 2025, guys. That were the charts for today. Let's quickly jump now into the next part of the video. The inspirational quote for today, guys. If you are not prepared to risk the unusual, then you need to settle with the ordinary. It's simple as that. If you are not prepared to risk the unusual, then you need to settle with the ordinary. And if you're happy with that ordinary, all good. But if you're not happy with the ordinary life, with that simple life, with that running the hamster wheel life, being a taxi driver for your family, blah, blah, blah life, if you don't like that life, you need to take a risk. And by taking that risk, that unusual risk, you will be able to create an unusual lifestyle. If you keep hanging in there, not taking any risks, you will be settling with the ordinary. And that's not bad. If that is your happiness, to be an ordinary person in an ordinary world, in an ordinary simple system that is regulating you and controlling you, amazing. I am happy for you. But for all of those that are not happy in that suit or in that life, you should take that step, that unusual risky step that feels unusual and risky, but in the end is not unusual and risky at all, because that becomes your new ordinary, and you keep making steps in your life, and every time when you make that step you grow, and by that your family will grow, and by that everything will grow. At the end you create a ripple effect by taking that first step outside of the ordinary, by doing something unusual. Like we did a very unusual thing. We took the kids out of school, we started to travel around the world. Very unusual. A lot of people thought it was risky, but in the end it worked out pretty damn fine. If we would have kept running that hamster wheel in the Netherlands, we would still be running that hamster wheel. And I would also be affected by all the inflations and all the shit. And I wouldn't have that beautiful luxury life that I'm having now, because we took an unusual step, risky step in our lives. You can do the same. And that's the simple inspirational quote for today. If you don't want to risk an unusual step, then you will need to settle down for that ordinary life, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video today. If you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the news? What do you think about that 300 Bitcoin donation? Is it really Ross himself, or is it just like a very big Bitcoin whale that's like, oh yeah, let's give him $30 million worth of Bitcoin? What do you think about the charts? Do you believe my targets are still correct? And what do you think about the inspirational quote? Are you settling for the ordinary, or are you risking that one unusual step to step out of the comfort zone and to change your life for always? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching. I wish you an amazing Monday, and see you tomorrow again. Bam.